Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Brendan Berg. Yeah, man, just sorry about it, man. This is kind of a little late, man. I normally we try to create these videos a little bit earlier, but I have things to do. Actually, I was at the customer earlier, and I kind of got rejected because of appointment time. Now, in the trucking industry, time and appointment is pretty much very important. Don't matter if you independent contractor or you're a company. You gotta make your appointment, or you gotta set up an appointment. Because if you don't have an appointment, it's no go. Some can reject you. I work in chemicals and stuff like that, so I'm dealing with a lot of tanks and all that, and etc. So appointment is pretty much very vital in that part of the trucking industry, transportation industry, and so far. So right now I'm up here in Oklahoma. I'm kind of like between Tulsa and Oklahoma City. Um, so basically, I'm in the country. I'm like deep in the country. But yeah, I'm just like right now. I gotta wait till tomorrow morning and see if they're gonna load me or they're gonna work me in the schedule. If they work me in the schedule, that could take, that could push back my other loads that I got going on. I gotta go to Cali. Definitely looking forward. And never, been a while. I've been to Cali, so yeah, definitely good luck. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I really want to jump on here, man. I was really listening to the Avaz show, and he was talking about. Actually, he got a clip from, I think, from a lady. I think her name is. I kind of have to Google her. I have to research. I kind of forgot her. Um, my apology, but but it was featured on the Avaz show, and now they were talking about um, abortion, um, dealing in the black community, and it's a very urgent thing because it's almost like a black. That's almost like a black genocide that's actually committed by black women. And I'm not a woman, so I definitely don't understand that part. But I am pro-life. I do understand. If a life is granted, it need to be continued. Um, like I said, I know people that, I know it takes two to make a baby. Like I all tell people, if you make a baby, you got to man up or woman up and take care of the little one. You know what I'm saying? Take care of what you made. Abortion to me is basically it's a cop out, but it's also a form of some type of population control. Um, Everybody know about Margaret Singer of the Planned Parenthood, and that she was really her intentionally was to actually lower and almost to a cease the black population, and you have hundreds of thousands of abortions that's really getting proceed, in the black community. I know a lot of the Planned Parenthood is definitely in a lot of the poor neighborhood, uh, majority black. But as black people, like I said, that's one thing we can't afford is to having abortions. So I'm very pro-life. I'm very pro-life. If I end up having a kid, if it's unplanned, then I have to man up. I definitely will definitely support my mother and my child. Definitely support her because I don't want us to kill it because it's our mistake. But um, we gotta grow up and man up, woman up, and give it a most comfortable, productive life. You know what I'm saying? So it could grow, and definitely teach them. That we made mistakes and and not to follow suit. But But yeah, man, like I said, I think out of they said was out of 100 abortions, 27 of them is done by black women in abortion clinics, and that's a lot. I think that's every day. I think 27 abortion goes on. I think a day. So you can already do the count. It's astonishing numbers, and it's kind of it's almost convenient too. It's like a walk in the park almost. I mean, abortion that you are killing the yeah. Everybody would say, well, it's an embryo, it's not, but or it's just a fetus. Um, normally, like I said, normally after like 4 weeks, that's when like about 4 or 5 weeks, that's when the heart beat. And you do have a lot of abortion that goes on way after the 5 or 6 weeks. So to me, that's pretty much murder. But definitely wanted to address that because it definitely hit home with me, being pro-life and everything like that. So shout out to Mr. Field from the Vibe Show. I knew he went to Harlem, and definitely liked his show up there in New York, and talk about the gentrification and everything in Harlem, and in other parts of New York. You know what I'm saying? Brooklyn, Bronx, and everything else. So I definitely tip my hat to him. I'm definitely, you know, um, definitely like to sound a little like a Margaret Sanger because she was a big believer in sterilization and population control, and it's kind of ironic because um, like from the birth, like the birth pills and the birth control pills and some stuff like that. That was actually created. Well, at least the lead research was basically done by a black man. So his name was Percy Julian. Yeah, Percy Julian, and he was kind of the engineer of the plant. Combining plant chemicals with industrial medicines and so far. And, and he kind of like, spearhead the steroid industry, the birth control, um, products and everything else. And that was kind of almost um, like a dagger effect because that what he discovered was some of that was used directly back to the black people, and it's kind of like bittersweet. I mean, it was a great discovery that he did, and a great breakthrough in medicine and technology and plant synthesis and etc. But it was also detrimental to the survival of black people, black American. Um, but that's definitely I know we definitely take a lot of serious um about black genocide, but we also too need to look at ourselves because this is a big problem in the black community. That we do have our black women um go through a lot more abortions. So definitely just want to put that out there about it. There definitely, I think it happened. I think it was this March, this past month. It was the March of Life is the largest annual pro-life demonstration march, anti-abortion, and everything else. And there's a lot of sisters that took a part in it. Um, talk about their regrets because they had abortions. But you got to also remember too, a lot of the abortions in the past, in the last 50 years, 40 years, 60 years, even up to 80 years, 100 years, um, a lot of black women was having forced sterilization and euthanized and everything. Um, due to punishment by the state, Like you had the Tuskegee experiment while they were testing drugs. A lot of them was killing, a lot of black men, also sterilizing them as well. So you had a lot of forced sterilization of black people in the last century. So this abortion kind of hit home. So I just definitely would just wanted to put it out there. Definitely support my man Avad show and everything else. Um, that's really all. That's really what I want to really talk about was the abortion. I definitely will link the link in the description so you guys can check it out. And I'll hit you guys up sometime later. Okay. All right. One.